Thank you for that wonderful music to start our evening off. That was a real privilege to hear and to get to be witness to that before we get going. So welcome. Thank you all for being here. We've got a packed house. It's great to see so many people supporting our students and to be here for this wonderful evening of music. My name's Corinne Ormson. I'm the Fine and Performing Arts Specialist for the Evergreen Public Schools, and I'm just really excited to welcome you here. It's still, we've had a few of these now, but it just still feels like a real privilege to be able to host these large concerts and celebrate our students' success. So I think you're in for a great evening of music tonight. I was honored to be here this morning when our elementaries all came together and had a joint rehearsal. So they've prepared their music separately at their own schools, and then this morning they got to ride on a bus during the day and come to the high school to have a rehearsal. And it was wonderful to see each individual group come in as a separate entity, and then throughout the hour and a half that they worked together to get to see them meld together and work to become one large group that was working hard together towards a goal. It was really a great experience, and you're just in for a treat. Also this evening, besides our elementary students, you're going to get to hear the middle school choir from Covington Middle School and our high school students. So it's really a fun night to get to see the progression of choir through our district. So I hope you enjoy seeing that growth and that change that just naturally happens with age. So it's really fun. Thank you to parents. I want to make sure I know you're going to get thanked again, but without you, we couldn't make this happen. So thanks for getting your kids to rehearsal and making sure they're here for all of those events. So thank you so much. We know that there are studies that show that music really makes kids smarter, higher SAT scores, all of those things. But we also know that music really helps our students become better people, and they learn to work together. They learn to care for each other and express their emotions in another way. And I think you're going to really love hearing that expression tonight. We have just a couple people to thank tonight. So if you could join me in thanking the people that are running our sound tonight. Without them, we couldn't do this. So thank you to Nathan and Kyle. Thank you also to our security team. Tonight we have Jay and Scott with us. So thank you. And last but not least, we've got Matt and his crew. They are filming for us tonight, and this concert is live streaming on YouTube. And there will be a link, so you can send that to your families far and wide. So we're not going to do the feet thing. Students, I know that is so fun, but we're not gonna do the feet thing tonight. Okay, we're gonna save that for the next basketball game. Okay, so. All right, I'm going to introduce a special guest. Tonight we have with us from the Evergreen School Board, Ginny Gronwalt, and she's going to say just a few words.
Sorry, I am really short. Thank you all for being here this evening on the behalf of the school board. These programs are not possible without your continued support, so thank you. Thank you, thank you. We truly appreciate you. I've actually had the privilege of attending a few events, some volleyball games at our middle schools this evening that are only able to happen because of the support from our community. So again, thank you very much. As Corinne said, thank you for getting your kids to all of their practices, their rehearsals, and getting them here this evening. As a parent, I know it's not always easy, so we owe you a huge debt. I don't want to take any more time because you're not here to listen to me. You're here to hear them. So thank you again, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's concert.
Alrighty, thank you so much for being here tonight. We are so excited to share our music with you. Thank you, Corinne and Ginny. Welcome. If this is your first annual choir festival, welcome back. If you were here in the spring after a 2-year hiatus, we are so happy you are here. We are thrilled to have you here tonight. Before we begin, we wanted to introduce the amazing choir directors that we have here for you tonight. Our incredible combined elementary choirs consist of students from the Orchards Choir under the direction of Stephanie Holtman. The Silver Star Choir under the direction of Kari Liebert. The Sunset Choir under the direction of Allison McPherson. The York Choir under the direction of Shelley Morrell. And then the Sifton Choir under the direction of myself, Rebecca Widener. We also have our amazing Covington Choir here tonight under the direction of Britta Hobbs, and she's accompanied by Sarah Lightfoot. And then we are so lucky tonight to see both the Heritage Concert Choir and Heritage Vocal Jazz under the direction of Billy Buell. And accompanied by James Pick. We are so excited you are here. We are thrilled to share music with you. We appreciate you and all of your support for us, for the arts.
We are almost ready to sing, promise. We just have a couple of reminders and some safety things to go over as we start our program. For the enjoyment for everybody, make sure your phones are on silent. I'm going to tell you right now, the YouTube video is going to be amazing when it pops up. Screencast that, get it saved in all your digital places. It's going to look amazing. And if you could also stay for the entire concert, we would really appreciate that. We respond with applause in classical and choral music. Jazz music, we can applaud during solos, at the end of solos, and we encourage that. We ask you to remain seated. Do not leave while a selection of music is being performed, and refrain from talking. If at any time there is an emergency, please take the quickest exit to take care of the emergency. Also, we ask the little ones just kind of stay with you so there's nobody running around. To start our evening off, we have our elementary combined choir performing The Tailor of Gloucester by composer Sidney Giebler. Tailor of Gloucester is based off of children's books that are written and illustrated by Beatrix Potter in 1902. The story is about a tailor whose work on a waistcoat is finished by the grateful mice he rescues from his cat. Elementary, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out.
All righty. What an amazing job, elementary choir. So, so wonderful. As Covington Choir is getting ready, we wanted to take a minute and recognize teachers and principals and staff in the audience. If you are a teacher or a principal or a staff member, would you please stand up so we can give you a big round of applause? Thank you for being here tonight. We so appreciate everything you do for us. We could not do this without you. Thank you for your support. Up next is Covington Choir under the direction of Britta Hobbs, accompanied by Sarah Lightfoot. They will be performing 2 selections for you today. Take it away, Mrs. Hobbs.
Good evening. My name is Britta Hobbs. I'm the director of choirs at Covington Middle School. We have 2 selections prepared for you this evening. The first is Shoshone Love Song by Roger Emerson, and the second is Changamano, and that is by Sally K. Albrecht and Jay Althouse. In Changamano, we have 2 soloists this evening, Malia Washbond and Lena Sert. We hope you enjoy our 2 pieces.
Farewell.
Thank you, Covington. That was wonderful. As the Heritage Concert Choir is setting up and we're making this transition, real quick in the audience, how many of you participated in elementary music? Raise your hand. Woohoo! How many of you continued and participated in middle school music? Anybody continue into high school music? Awesome. Anybody continue after high school, maybe community college or just a community group in general? Awesome. Anybody still participating in music ensembles? That's what we like to see. Thank you so much. Elementary, you're doing amazing. Thank you for working so hard and listening so well. Up next, we have the Heritage High School Concert Choir under the direction of Mr. Billy Buell, accompanied by James Pick. And we want to thank you for the patience of this transition. Elementary, look at me. Yeah. I want you to take a deep breath in. Let it out. I want you to take your tongue and touch the roof of your mouth.
Well, thank you all for being here. This is really exciting. Last year was my first choral festival, and we did it in the spring, and I was just in awe of just all of the choirs and all the students, and I think it's really cool. I'm going to ask my choir, raise your hand if you were sitting in the bleachers and you were in 4th or 5th grade. Yeah, not so long ago. And it's really cool, and someday all of you guys will be up on the stage here at Heritage or wherever you go. It's really, really an incredible thing. We're going to do just 2 songs for you today. This first one is called Jumbo, arranged by Jacob Narvarud. And it's based off of a song in culture in South Africa and Kenya. And we had the unique privilege of having the brother-in-law of one of our members that just moved to the States that lived in Kenya for his whole adult life and just moved here last spring. So he got to come in and teach us about the culture of Kenya. And this song, Jambo, translates to peace and unity. And they sing it all the time, but especially during an election season, which in Kenya happened in October. So it was really cool for him to come in and see this and teach us about Kenya. So this is Jambo.
Jambo, Jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa, Kenya yetu hakuna matata,
Kenya nchi nzuri,
hakuna matata,
nchi ya maajabu,
hakuna matata,
yenye amani,
hakuna matata,
nchi ya maajabu,
hakuna matata,
Kenya wote,
hakuna matata,
oh Kenya yetu,
hakuna matata, oh Kenya wote, hakuna matata, oh Kenya yetu, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa, Kenya yetu hakuna matata.
Our last song for you is entitled Make Me an Instrument of Thy Peace by Mary McDonald, and this will feature our wonderful collaborative pianist, Mr. James Pick, on the piano.
All righty. Amazing, amazing job, Heritage Concert Choir. It's so fun for our elementary singers to see the bridge to middle school and then the bridge to high school. This is such a treat. Thank you again. All right, elementary choir, we are up. Up next, our combined elementary choir will be performing 2 songs for you. First is River Song by Andy Beck. We hope you enjoy. Alrighty. Up next, we have a crowd favorite. You might know it. Our elementary combined choir is going to sing Sir Duke for you by the one and only Stevie Wonder. We have a very special guest today. We have a very special guest today. We have Mr. Owen Evans on the saxophone. Big round of applause for Mr. Owen Evans. Mr. Evans is a grad student at Portland State, and he is so excited to share with you tonight.
We would like to say thank you to Owen one more time. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Up next, we have the Heritage Vocal Jazz Ensemble.
Okay. All right. Let's do a quick line check with the Kyle back there. All right, go ahead.
Mic check 1.
Mic check 2.
Mic check 3.
Mic check 4.
Mic check 5.
Mic check 6.
Mic check 7.
Mic check 8.
Mic check 9.
Mic check 10.
Mic check 11.
Mic check 12.
We're missing some monitors.
All right. And then, Kyle, if we get a little more vocals in the monitor, that would be awesome. Thank you. Well, we're happy to be here. We have just 2 songs for you today. The first one is from a musical called South Pacific, and it is entitled "You've Got to Be Carefully Taught," which I think the message is especially poignant in all of today's craziness. We're going to feature Mr. Gene Coker on the solo in the beginning. This is "You've Got to Be Carefully Taught."
You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught. Carefully taught. Carefully taught. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made, and people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught.
I'd like to introduce our rhythm section, who would be nothing without. First, our guest alto saxophone player, Mr. Owen Evans. Owen and I went to undergrad at Central Washington University together, and then when I found out, we both graduated around the same time, and he taught middle school band for about, was it 3 years? 3 years. And then when I found out he was coming to Portland State University, I was like, yes, he's back in town. So we're really excited to have him, so thank you, Owen, for being here. On piano, the wonderful, incredible Mr. James Pick. On bass, Sophie Richards. And I was in my old office last spring, and I hear some guitar from the band room, and I run out of my office door, and I thought it was John Mayer, but Josh tells me it was not John Mayer. But he's playing some blues on his guitar, and I stopped, and I said, you have to play for me next year, Mr. Josh Reyes. And on drums, Mr. Ethan Burdick. We're just going to do one more song for you here. This is near and dear to my heart, my high school choir director, who I credit for inspiring me to do the job that I do. This is his swan year. He's retiring after about almost 40 years, and he wrote this song called Bluesin' Around, maybe about 15 years ago. And we're going to have some fun playing with the band here. This is Bluesin' Around.
Some say the blues can bring you down, but if you sing them, you will always be cool. You swing real hard, you lay back nice, and even make you want to sing them all night.
They can get you in the groove, or can bring you down, but always real smooth.
So sing them 'cause you will feel better, just bluesing around. The bass he played, Stella sang, Rollins played his dead and madness insane. They all could swing 'em every night. Dig the sounds that they could put into flight. So sing 'em 'cause you will feel better, just bluesing around. Basie played, Stella sang, Rollins played his ten and madness insane. We all could swing all every night. Dig the sounds that they could put into flight. So sing 'em 'cause you will feel better just bluesing around. Some say the blues can bring you down, but if you sing them you will always dig those blues. Yeah!
Wow. Amazing, amazing job, vocal jazz. That was so much fun to see. One more big round of applause for our vocal jazz. Wow. Alrighty, we are so excited to all come together, combined elementary, middle school, high school choir, for our final song for you tonight. We hope you enjoy A Million Dreams, arranged by Mac Huff.
Through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away.
Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we desire. Every night I lie in bed, the sleigh.